afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is Newsfeed, your news source for the latest top-of-the-hour news and information here on Bilyonaryo News Channel. We begin with breaking news. Major airports are grounding flights following a cyber outage. In the U.S., major airlines like United and Delta are citing communication issues due to an outage in Microsoft's cloud services. The FAA has yet to comment on the technical issue. At UK's Edinburgh Airport, passengers were unable to use the automated boarding pass scanners. The global tech outage has also affected operations of multiple industries like banking, telecoms, and the media. Airlines and banks here at home have also been affected by the outage. Cebu Pacific cautions passengers of potential delays. 3 days from now, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. will be delivering his third State of the Nation address. Ahead of his much-awaited speech, other organizations are also getting ready for their counter-SONA event. From Quezon City, Hanati reports.
Ahead of Monday's State of the Nation address, Bayan and various people's organizations prepare to march and protest. The demonstration highlights government's supposed failures to raise wages, create jobs, and provide adequate social services. The protest will feature an effigy of the Marcos Duterte power struggle, a Bolang Pilipinas ball criticizing President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s promises, with protest songs and drag performances.
Habang nag-aaway sila, hindi na pag-uusapan, hindi na tutugunan yung problema ng karaniwang tao. Rejection ng bulok ng sistema na parang pinagpipilian lang tayo sa dalawa, wawasakin itong FPG.
Bayan adds, while it's a day for the President to report the state of the nation, it is also a day for all Filipinos to air their grievances. Several regional chapters of Bayan will also hold their protest on Monday, including Cebu, Naga, and Davao. Back to you.
Thank you, Hannah. Security forces are now ready for the President's third SONA. More than 20,000 personnel from different agencies, including the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces, will be deployed on Monday. Beginning tomorrow, Saturday, a 3-day gun ban will be in effect.
Monday is July 22. So tatlong araw, kansilado, or the PTC4 is not in effect in Metro Manila. So pinapaalalahan na natin ang mga biyahero natin o yung mga merong permit to carry ang mga baril nila na kababayan natin na huwag na nilang dalhin ang armas nila.
Senate President Chiz Escudero says he is no longer surprised if Bamban Mayor Alice Guo has already left the country. To tell us more about Escudero's press conference earlier is Agatha Gregorio. She's reporting live from the Senate in Pasay. Agatha.
Flight is evidence of guilt. That's what Senator Chiz Escudero said about suspended Bamban Mayor Alice Guo, who is facing arrest by the Senate for snubbing hearings on illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs. Guo is being suspected of involvement in POGO operations. Earlier, Senator Win Gatchalian said Guo may have left the Philippines using her Chinese passport, which Escudero said would not be a surprise if it were true. The Senate President added that if this be the case, the Immigration Bureau may be liable. Guo earlier released a statement on Facebook saying that if Senators Gatchalian, Risa Ontiveros, and other offices have evidence against her, she is, quote, ready to face them in a fair trial and at a proper forum. Guo also implied that she feels she is being used by people to boost their political ambitions. She also denied having a hand in the supposed death threats against Gatchalian and Ontiveros. Ontiveros, meanwhile, said that Guo's social media use is not equivalent to attendance at the Senate. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Agatha Gregorio, reporting live from the Senate. Guidelines for the 2024 bar exams are out. The Supreme Court says the goal is to, quote, harness the limitless potential of technology while being cautious on how to mitigate the risks in adopting certain applications. From the traditional pen and paper method, the 2024 exams will be on a digital platform using the Exemplify platform to be administered by the court. All examinees will be required to install Exemplify for Windows version 3.4.6 or Exemplify for Mac version 3.4.4. Login credentials and detailed instructions on downloading and accessing Exemplify will be sent to all examinees on August 1st. 3 sample assessments will be available for download on August 9, 16, and 25. Netflix beat subscriber targets and earning forecasts in the second quarter thanks to its popular shows and series and a crackdown on freeloading viewers. We have more in this report from Reuters.
Hit shows like Bridgerton helped Netflix beat targets in the second quarter. The streaming giant said Thursday it added 8 million subscribers, easily beating the 5 million predicted by analysts. However, the company is facing saturation in the US and plans to stop reporting subscriber additions next year. That puts the focus on its ad business instead, and the picture there is more uncertain. Netflix warned that advertising wouldn't become a main driver of revenue growth until at least 2026. Talking to analysts, Chief Financial Officer Spencer Newman said ad sales were growing nicely, but from a small base. For the April to June quarter, Netflix posted earnings of $4.88 per share, beating forecasts. Revenue came in at just below $10 billion, matching predictions. The company warned that subscriber growth in the third quarter would be lower than the same time last year, when it had just started to crack down on password sharing. Netflix stock gained 1% in US after-hours trade and is up around a third this year.
U.S. President Joe Biden now taking very seriously calls to drop his re-election bid. White House insiders say the 81-year-old Biden is considering stepping aside, and Democratic officials believe it's just a matter of time. Biden has been under pressure from party stalwarts who have raised concerns about his age and his ability to win in November. As for Biden's rival, Donald Trump, he's already accepted his presidential nomination at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. This comes several days after his brush with death. In Bangladesh, riot police and paramilitary officers stepped up security as they patrolled near empty roads in Dhaka. This following violent clashes with student protesters this week that killed 6 people and injured hundreds others. Students are angered by high youth unemployment and have pressed for the abolition of the quota of 30% job reservations for the families of freedom fighters. Authorities had closed all public and private universities indefinitely and sent riot police and border guards to campuses to ensure law and order. Filipino boxing legend Manny the Pacman Pacquiao makes it to ESPN's list of top 100 professional athletes since the year 2000. Pacquiao, the only 8th division champion in boxing history, landed at number 71. Holding a 35-6-2 pro record, Pacquiao demolished ring greats like Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Eric Morales, and Miguel Cotto. Topping the list is 23-time Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps, followed by tennis superstar Serena Williams and soccer's Lionel Messi. On X, formerly Twitter, former Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Noli Ayala described ESPN's list as absolutely ludicrous. He says Pacquiao should have been in the top 50. And exciting news in tech. Japanese scientists were able to attach living skin tissue to robotic faces and make them smile, a breakthrough that has potential applications in cosmetics and medicine. Researchers in the University of Tokyo grew human skin cells into a face shape and used embedded ligament-like attachments to pull it into a wide grin. While the result may still appear eerie, researchers say it is still an important step in creating more lifelike robots. The smiling robot, featured in a study published online last month, is the product of a decade of research by Professor Shogi Takeuchi and his lab. And before we go, a magnitude 5 earthquake jolts Lebak in Sultan Kudarat, PVOC says the tremor struck at 2:19 this afternoon with a depth of 4 kilometers. And those are the news this hour. Stay tuned to Bilyonaryo News Channel for more top-of-the-hour news. Available on Signal TV Channel 24 and on Free TV Channel 31. Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top.